In 1990, William Peter Blatty gave us what I believe is one of the most effective scares in horror. Of course I'm talking about Exorcist 3. Now, while Exorcist 3 might not live up to the heights of the first movie, it's still a must-see sequel if you don't count the second one. Written and directed by William Peter Blatty, the original author of the 1971 novel on which the first movie was based upon, The Exorcist 3 brings back Jason Miller as Father Damien Karras, who is discovered to still be alive and confined to the psych ward of a hospital. Now, Karras is not having a good time. His body has been possessed by the spirit of the Gemini killer, portrayed fantastically by Brad Dourif, and at night, the Gemini killer leaves Karras and possesses the other patients in the hospital, causing them to commit brutal murders. And that brings us to one of the greatest scares in horror history. The reason this scene works so well is because there's none of the usual build-up you'd expect from a jump scare. If anything, it's preceded by a minute of a quiet routine on the hospital's night shift to set up a sort of way to lull the audience into a state of slight boredom. Then, out of nowhere, The Exorcist 3 hits you with the trifecta. A screeching string of music, a sudden zoom in, and a nun-like white figure draped in robes and wielding a pair of shears charging towards a poor, unsuspecting nurse. The reason this works so well is because, like I just said, it lures you into a routine. In fact, the room from which the white figure exits is one that the nurse has just checked, so you're expecting something from the other side of the screen. It's so fast, it's so in your face that you don't really have time to comprehend it before it's even over. And I think that's why it's so effective. Most modern scares tend to be quite in your face about it. Whereas this one, it's here 1 minute and then gone the next. And I think that's why it works so well.